We're back. Well, I'm back. Do I have a tan? I got very excited. I have to show you something, Renata. Can you see that?
Oh my God.
I've got a watch tan.
Oh, look at that.
I was out in the sun for a brief moment in time on our balcony.
That balcony looked quite interesting.
It was. It saved my sanity because we didn't want to.
I'd get claustrophobic. I really would.
I just said to Roman, it's lucky I like him because we really did stay in that room a lot because the rule was you're supposed to wear masks on board when you're outside, when you're in any place that's not outside. And the only place where you're outside was when you're near the pool area. And 80% of the people were not wearing masks, and you're in a confined. Oh, everyone, I've been on a cruise for 2 weeks. In case you didn't know, just thought I should mention that. I'm Anne. That's Renata. Hi. Yeah. So we just didn't want to get COVID because I was pretty sure I was going to get it, and we masked up every time we went out, and just kept away from anywhere. And like some of the events, they had some great performers on and they'd say, this is a masked event, you must wear masks. And the reason why you have to do that is to protect the performers whose livelihood relies on their voice or them being on stage. They can't afford to get sick. And people just wouldn't wear masks. I thought it was really wrong. But, you know, I've got a good case of belly bloat. I literally got off the ship this morning. I got off at about 11 a.m. this morning and got home about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I'm back. I did try to get online last week, but the internet was so crap. I think I got on long enough to say the F-bomb, and then that was it.
Okay.
The word we say where we normally get ourselves into trouble. Hi, Irene from Japan. How are you? Sylvia, hello. How are you? And who else was up there? Someone else I saw as well. Trying to thaw out your body out. It's a bit cold over where you are, is it? I actually had to wear a jacket when I was on board the ship. It was a bit chilly.
This weather's crazy, isn't it? It's so freezing cold in some places of the world, and some places are having earthquakes and floods.
And hurricanes. That did follow me. We avoided. Hi, Tracy Ann. Yeah, I had some people on the cruise ship come up and say, "You the ghost lady?" Oh, that absolutely made my day. I think I had lots of people come up and say, "Oh, I know you from the tours or from the ghost hunting or from the show or whatever."
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was chuffed. I felt special. I had my moment in the sunshine. Yeah, anyway, for those who are new to this, we do readings. Now, Renata is a very talented and gifted psychic medium who reads the tarot cards, and I am somebody who makes shit up reading our oracle cards. Now, before we go any further, here are our oracle cards, the Frightfully Good Oracle deck. Renata and I created these ourselves. We've channeled them, and they are very blunt rather than your angels are going to send you a sign of a feather. We sort of do things like, oh, no, that's a nice one. I don't want a nice one. Oh, no, that's a sensible one as well. Yeah. You better learn to swim because you're sinking fast. I think you need to meditate the shit out of that. Toughen up, Buttercup. Time to be your own hero. So they're the Frightfully Good
truth-telling oracle cards.
Truth-telling cards. So we're going to pop these up here as well.
Oh,
so we're going to pick people randomly for readings. We can't get to everyone. But at the end of the hour, we will pick oh God, I can't get a train of thought out at the moment. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. Think of your question in your head. And the answer shall be revealed. Hello, Susie. Thank you for all those people who come on. Now, we do have some news, some good news and bad news to tell you, which we will save to the end, apparently. So, yeah, all right. Shall I find some readings? Now, just ask your question and we will jump all over the place. Oh, look, I tell you what, the humidity was awful in those masks. My skin has all flared up again. I had just as hot as my mother-in-law's breath today. Yeah, it's different, Shane, for different people. Like our boss from Maitland Jail was very, very ill with it, and he was 3 times vaccinated, and yeah, he was just laid flat with it. Just scrolling. Tingly ball sack. What the hell? That's a fabulous name. I like it. I think my husband had a few moments like that on the cruise. He was sunbaking nude on the deck.
I don't want to know. Too much information.
Where are you from, Tingly Ballsack? I'd love to know. Please tell us where you're from. Do we know you? Have you been on the show before?
Are you incognito, Tingly Ballsacks? It's a ball sacks, not one. It's a double.
Oh, it's a sack. They've only got one sack. Well, it is one sack that contains the 2 balls.
No, it's sacks.
Oh, sacks.
Sacks.
Like sex.
Ball sacks. 2s. 2.
No, I haven't. I'm from Brizzy. Oh, welcome to the insanity of what we do. So Renata is going to let you know about your upcoming week. Let us know if we hit the mark or not.
So Tingly Ball Sacks, lovely to meet you. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Oh, this has started well. You have the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is a card of choices.
Oh, Big Byron's friend.
Making choices, allowing yourself to kind of go, what if I chose that one? And what if that one happened? And what if I did this? So it's 2 weeks of great opportunity, Tingly, if I can call you that as a shortened.
Tingly for short.
Or should I call you ball sacks for short? I'm not quite sure, whichever you prefer. But can I just say to you that not all is revealed yet. So even though there are choices to be made and that can be made, my suggestion for you is don't rush in and kind of grab at something, even if it's somebody else's ball sacks, before you get all the information. Not everything has been revealed to you yet. So my suggestion is just sit there and go, what if I chose to do this? What if I went for another job? What if I got it? What if it's really good? What if the pay's great? What if I like it and I need to stay? Can I give up my job that I've got now? You know, stuff like that. Allow your brain to just have fun with the ideas of what could be happening, because it is all happening over the next 2 weeks for you, my sweet.
Hello, Glenna. How are you? We've got a couple of readings here for you. F Dragon and Sir Stash, we'd love to give you a card. Now, you notice I say F Dragon. That's because we can't say that word on the live shows, because as soon as we say that F word, all hell breaks loose with the internet. So we just don't say it, even though we do have a little offering that we got for them from Ireland. We still have to be very careful.
So Fairy Dragon... Sorry.
Far out! After I do this big spiel about how we can't say that word.
Sorry. F Dragon and Sir Stash. Stash.
Sir Stash, like mustache.
All right, okay. You have the 8 of Swords. This is, again, look, you've been going well, F Dragon, and now you've gotten to that point where you're going, I'll just add on more drama because things are going really well. I'll just commit to more shit now. I'll just get out there and do more stuff.
Hi, Penny.
And you can't be doing that. Not yet. Right? Just slowly ease into the rest of February, girlfriend.
Please.
Just kind of slowly ease. Don't just cool. Just chill, babe. Chill. Don't go overboard. It's not the right time yet for you to do that.
Oakley dokley. Red. Red Hofferson. Oh, this is one of Hoffersum. This is one of Renata's favorite questions. She loves these sorts of questions. That and twin flames, loves them. I hope for your sake you have. I hope that I've met my soulmate. I married my soulmate, but then you can look at it as well, and I can say that Renata is my soulmate. I think we all have different levels of soulmate, and some of them you don't have sex with. You can pick which one of those two. Yeah. Off you go, Renata.
I'm at a loss for words. Red, it depends on what you believe a soulmate is. And this is where you will find that we butt heads, because I personally believe that soulmates and twin flames have been created for us so that we get our tizzies in a knot.
Just
and
the people
go,
that haven't met theirs
oh
that get their
my
tizzies
God,
in a knot.
I've got to find that perfect person that is a mirror image of my soul, so that we feel deeply connected on all levels, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And if they're not perfect, if I don't feel that match, so that my spiritual elements are all aligned, they're not the right person. So I think we overcomplicate things with the whole soulmate thing. The thing, Red, that you have to ask yourself is, are you bloody well happy? Are you happy? Does this person make you happy? Do you wake up in the morning going, oh,
if you're happy and you know it,
I'm
clap your hands.
so glad that this person is in my life right now.
Emmy's clapping as well. I can see her.
That's all you need. Don't worry about this soulmate shit. Please. Please, you could be missing out on the very best person in your whole life, because people are out there looking for their freaking soulmates. 20 years ago, there was no such thing as a freaking soulmate, right? There wasn't. Don't worry about it.
There was a lot of hand-holding and heavy petting, but there was actually no soulmates. I'm here for you, Renata. All right, spooky girl. I've had a rest. I'm all fired up and sparkling.
Oh, my God.
I haven't even had to take any caffeine or drugs or anything. No V drinks, nothing. It's just me and the raw.
I'll just sip on mine.
Okay, spooky girl. Am I going to find my forever home, or am I going to be stuck in an SIL house forever? And can I please have a naughty card, beautiful ladies? Obviously talking to me. Can't wait for Spooky Night to come back next week. Oh, I wonder who this is. I know who this is.
Yes.
Am I going to find my forever home, or am I going to be stuck in the shared accommodation house forever? Right. This is the card for Spooky Girl. All right. All right, my card. Now, just remember, everyone, I make shit up. Take your blinkers off and have a hard look at what is really happening around you at the moment. Maybe you need to decide, is this really the best move for you right now at this moment in time? Or maybe you need to wait just a little bit longer, just a little few more skills to learn. And then, yeah, so just have a look to see why there is a bit of a hold up in this area at the moment. Now, next week we will be with the spooky night with Erin.
Yes.
Next Wednesday night. Now, Erin, we'll have a chat where I think, what have we decided? Are we going live on that one, or are we going to record it and edit it up and put it up?
Don't know.
All right, we'll have a chat about that tomorrow, Erin, and we'll let you know for sure what we're going to do. Was that just a card from me?
Yeah, because I've already told her what I think.
How was your break? It was freaking awesome. It took me about a week to calm the fuck down. I was a little bit wound up. Had a headache, had migraines for like a week, ended up having to have some massage and acupuncture, and 2 days after the acupuncture, it went. I've never actually done a lot of acupuncture before, so I was quite pleased with that. Could I please have a card? Penny Fraser, how are you, the gorgeous Penny? We're heading back to Dubbo, you know. How's that tour going?
We're about half sold.
Woo, good. And that's in May, isn't it?
Yep.
Beck Nesbitt, thank you so much for the stars, gorgeous one. Don't forget, at the end of tonight's show, we do have an announcement to make, which is sort of good and sort of bad. But yep, I'm just going to mark some more questions there while you're answering.
Penny. You have the Emperor card, and I'm going to say that the crappy time is not finished yet, but you need to refocus off that crappy bit and look at what you can be doing right now that is going to make things a little bit better for you in your world. So stop focusing on the crappy stuff that's going on. And I know it's probably something that just kind of is just yuck and you can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Genevieve,
but to give yourself a rest from that mentally, you need to sit down and kind of go, well, what is it that I can do at this particular time to get me through? Because the crappy time isn't going away soon. It's still around. So you either have a choice to sit in that crap and be really yuck about it, or you can kind of go, well, what can I do in the meantime until things are better?
And look, I just have to give a big shout out to this gorgeous person here who has house sat for me for the 2 weeks we've been gone and has loved my animals as much as I love them, to the point that Koo slept in the bed with him and so did Ollie at some stage, and left my house so neat and tidy. And just thank you, Steve. Not to mention your editing skills. There is going to be some episodes coming out this week of our Trial Bay that we did a few weeks ago. So that is coming out. I'll try to get one out maybe even tomorrow, but definitely next week. And I think there is 3 episodes in the can ready to go. So Steve, you are a champion. We love you to bits and thank you so much. Rightio. Now there was this horrible person here. Welcome home, Annie. Would like a card about Korea. Steve, don't listen. Don't listen, Steve.
Oh.
Awkward. All right, go for
and
it.
Susie wants a car. Thank you,
I know.
Susie.
We all want a car.
We all want a car, Suze.
Anyone that's asked a question, I've put some stars on it so I can come back to them. So I've got 13 questions sitting there at the moment. So we won't get to all of them, but I'll just try to get through as many as I can.
Oh, Louise.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Oh, geez.
We're kind of still in a holding pattern, my love. Look, it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but that 1 step forward is very worthwhile at the moment. So this is going to be one of those moments in time over the next couple of weeks where you are going to really have to push through that sense of, am I wasting my time or not? We're all there at the moment, my girlfriend. So you just need to keep knowing what it is that you want and focus on that big picture. Okay, it's coming, but at the moment,
I'm coming.
This is kind of a card of timeout, that nothing seems to be moving. But when you set things in motion, so keep doing what you need to do to change that career and to keep doing it. You may not get the feedback that you're requiring right now. It may kind of be really hard to get a grip on that, but know that what you're doing will pay dividends.
All right. Hi, Kieran Dunkley Crawford. My first time back in a while. Well, welcome back. Nice shirts. Thank you. These were gifted to us. Jody gave me this one, I do believe.
Jody gave, it might have been Jody. Either Jody or Barb gave me this one.
Yeah. Oh.
It shrunk. Sorry. Or maybe I just got fatter.
You've been walking. You've been walking for a cause, haven't you?
I have.
What's the cause you've been walking for?
It's going to be a walk in March for Lifeline. and I have started to put up a donations page. I've got $490 worth of donations at the moment, which is
well
great.
done.
I did set my level of donations at 500, but I think I can go to 1,000.
Yeah, because I told you I was going to donate once I got back on land.
Yeah,
because
so once
was
March hits, I will be in the thick of it, and I will be pushing
thank you, Lisa.
pushing for those donations. And thank you for those that have donated so far. But I'm trying to get, because it's like walk 10,000 steps a day. And at the moment, I'm up to about 3,000 on a good day. I've got a long way to go. I thought I'd start early and get 2 months worth of steps instead of trying to fit it all in 1 month, because
Sleepy Snorlax, just ask a question and I'm just randomly picking them out. So go for it. Oh, Penny, thank you. Thank you so much for sending us a super sticker through and supporting our work. We somebody had asked, where was it? When are we heading off? Like, we've just got back. Well, I've just got back. We head off to England 13 weeks today. We still have a lot of that trip to book. So we might do some work on that tomorrow too. And we are going over for our friend's wedding. Beth is getting married, and that's the excuse. Oh, we've got a cranky face. Steve Chandler? Steve, you gave us a cranky face. That's it. You're fired. No, we can't fire you. Shane said that somebody was asking about the next Butterfield video. Ryan Sakima said, when is that? And Shane said it came out 2 weeks ago, and YouTube is not advertising it. It's because Isaac's a naughty boy, I'd say. He's in trouble. As always, he's getting cancelled left, right and centre, but his ghost hunting shows are always very respectful and well done and not hyped up and faked.
Except for the next one, which is just... awfully bad,
but for all the best reasons.
Oh, it's awfully bad.
It's hilarious.
Do not watch it.
Oh,
no.
It's hilarious.
I even had to say no.
Yeah, she wouldn't get on the board.
I just could not.
This next one has sheep and organs and all sorts of things. Anyway,
sheep and organs. It does.
I'm not lying.
Oh, jeez.
It's going to be an
it's a hot mess. This next one is a hot mess.
Genevieve Tempest. I've been listening to True Hauntings non-stop and finally up to date.
Yay!
Oh, thank you so much.
You deserve a gold star, Genevieve. Love you to death.
Starter. For those of you who don't know, where have you been? We have a fabulous podcast, even though it did not get nominated in the Paranormal Awards this year. It won last year.
Didn't it?
Didn't even get a nomination this year.
They have not got good tastes. That's all I can
all right.
say.
They think that New Zealand and Australia are the same continent, so...
They need an education a map.
I did a screenshot of the map and sent it. It's okay because there's mixed information apparently out there about Australia and New Zealand being the one country.
Oh, Lord.
And
How
it's
can
not
you get
that
it
the people
wrong?
from New Zealand don't deserve the nominations. They deserve the nominations. It's just Australia and New Zealand are not the same country. Anyway, just like a card, please. What's coming up in the next week's months? We've got to give Genevieve a card. Also, so we've got the podcast True Hauntings. Find that on Spotify or iTunes. We've also got Spooky Sundays, which is our radio show, and Diary of a Ghost Hunter, which will be back next week.
Genevieve, hold on to your hats because, girlfriend, you need to make some decisions, some big decisions, and you need to let go of shit. So if you want to fly, if you want to move forward and make a change, you need to let go of some stuff because it just ain't going to happen otherwise. And this is one of those times in life where you have faced this before. So if you have not done so before, this may really trigger you on a whole lot of different levels. But this is the universe rolling around again and going, okay, girlfriend, are you ready now? Are you ready now to make that move that you've wanted to? That's where you are at. So your question, what's going to happen? It's up to you. Either something's going to happen or absolutely nothing's going to happen, Genevieve. It is totally up to you.
Oh, thank you, Karen, for nominating True Hauntings. I'd say maybe we just didn't get enough nominations compared to some of the others, or they lost some of the nominations. Anyway.
Or they were sick of every category.
It was getting a bit embarrassing last year, but it's okay. Bella Huson, may I please have a card for my fur baby Ginger?
Oh, what's happening with Ginge?
I hope they're okay.
What is happening with Ginge?
Let us know, Bella.
Yeah, Bella, is
a little bit more information on that one.
Is Ginge still with us or not? Let us know.
Genevieve said, "Oh God, I'm a procrastinator, so that'll end well. Thanks so much."
Stop it, Genevieve, or I'll have to reach through the screen and slap you.
Lizzie is now. Before you attack Lizzie is one of our followers. She's just saying, "What percentage of psychics do you think are full of shit?" Sorry, full of it. Renata has been nominated as Psychic of the Year again. I didn't make the list for best.
Was I?
Yeah, I haven't been nominated for Best Female Investigator this time. I won it one year. I got runner-up the next year, and now I didn't even make the list this year.
Thank you, Robert.
Oh, Robert, thank you. Nominations.
Lizzie, I think there is a high percentage of psychics who really believe that they are doing the right thing. I do think in most cases that a lot of psychics feel they're doing the right thing and feel that they're saying
they're doing the right
thing. That they're saying things that are going to be useful for people. There are a few psychics who are high profile psychics who I think have lost their way. But because they earn so much money, it doesn't really matter, because people have so much FOMO about wanting to be and wanting to get a reading from that psychic that it kind of doesn't matter what they say. Okay. I was wondering what you were doing there. And I can't answer that, Lizzie. I've heard a lot of stories from people that have had difficult experiences with psychics, and it's been something
Listen
that has
the True Hauntings podcast and see some of the damage that psychics have done, or alleged psychics.
And psychics are under the pump to try and please people. That's part of this whole thing. You're really in. What are you doing? You're really in a state where some psychics
you may need to cut me out
really value having the clientele, so they take a lot of time to tell clients what they need to, or what they feel they need to hear, or want to hear, rather than what they need to hear, Lizzie. And if you choose to make being a psychic a profession, then the risk is you're going to be very poor if you don't develop that following. And I can say personally, like, I've been doing this for 30 years, and it's as difficult today as it was 30 years ago to have clientele that are going to pay and that are going to want to come and have a reading with you. It's like tarot is cursed because they want a psychic, and you go, but tarot card readers are psychic. They use their intuition to garner the information from the cards. It's not like I'm sitting there opening a book up to page 25 because I've just got the Six of Pentacles and I need to tell you what that means. I've been studying these little cards for 30 years, and I have 50,000 stories that I can pull out depending on what my sense is that you need to hear. But obviously that's not good enough for people. So this is a field that is filled with ego and filled with catastrophe and filled with hardship. And in amongst all of that, then you have these people that are telling you that you're working with the devil and that you shouldn't be charging. And
Kelly copped that the other day, didn't she?
Yeah, and all of this stuff. And you go,
1-star review.
Why do I even bother? Why do I bother giving out advice or doing anything at all? So I think, as I said before, Lizzie, a lot of psychics really, really, really believe that they are there to serve and to do a good job. Occasionally you'll get a dodgy one, but in most cases they're really there trying to help people.
But are they truly psychics, or are they just making shit up?
Well, it's this is a psychology thing. It really is, because it's, if you give people the words that will help and assist them along the way, and you do no harm, then you've kind of done your job. Does it matter in the end whether someone says you've given me the correct information or you're just making it all up? If it's helped that person literally come off the ledge and has given them this sensation that there is something worth living for, then they've done a good job. They've really done a good job. And everyone's belief systems are different. There are some people who do believe that a feather is a sign from their loved ones. And you kind of can't argue with that, because you have programmed your mind to believe that that is exactly what you need to see. You need to see a feather, and that will let you know that your loved ones are around. Now, who am I to argue with that? I could say, but it's just a feather that's fallen off a bird. It means absolutely nothing. And for 99 people out of 100, that's what it's going to be.
Merch idea.
But for that one person, it's going to mean that they are seeing a message from their loved one, and that is going to give them the heartfelt feeling of love that they need, and that's going to help them. So be it.
Thank you, Big Byron. I am looking spectacular. I have bought some kit so that we can mount a GoPro on the boobs and one on the head. So unlike the TV show that we did, where Dean gaff taped it to his head, we've got a head mount now. So I'm ready for anything.
You are.
It does look like I'm wearing a G-string on my head, but that's okay. And if I could get this in the right position, it can actually lift and separate. Boob Pro. Boob cam. So yeah, I had bought a couple of little items there. In other words, I got really bored on the cruise. Oh, please keep bothering. I think you're pretty awesome. All right, let me scroll back a little bit. We did get a message on the Ginge, who, there we are. Bella said Ginge is with us. He is a cat. He may have a melanoma on the iris of his eye. Oh, but I need to get $4,500 for the vet to get a definitive diagnosis.
Bella, I'm hearing you. I paid almost $3,000 to have my dog's backside opened up because he had some big thing, growth, and his poo was getting stuck. And so that cost me $3,000. And that was after I'd spent about $1,000 for a night at the emergency vet, because they always get sick either on a Sunday or a public holiday, the little bastards, and you've got to pay 3 times as much because you can't get them to your normal vet. So I'm hearing you. And Bella, some of the vets now have this great thing where you can actually pay it off, like on
Sandy.
Yeah, so have a look at your vet and whether you can actually pay off that $4,500 and you don't have to pay it up front. Yeah, because that will be a help, and it will stop you from crying, because I did a lot of that. Until I found out that I could actually pay it off. And I think our beautiful Emmy actually told me about that there is a possibility to pay off the vet. And you can use stuff like Open Pay. Our vet had Open Pay. And
it's
so
like it's an afterpay, but
yeah,
for vets.
and so I'm actually paying it off at $300 a month, rather than having had to pay for the like $3,000 up front, which I didn't have. Yeah. And I'm not going to see my doggy die.
It'd be so hard to make that choice.
I know.
Oh, God.
And these prices are atrocious. They really are. And I really feel for you, Bella.
It's not the vet's fault, because they're not subsidized by the government like humans are. So they have to pay. It's like America with their no health cover for people. Those people get charged thousands and thousands, tens, hundreds of $1,000s, because there is no subsidy. In Australia, we're lucky that our health is subsidized for most stuff, but vets don't. So they have to buy the equipment and the medications and try and make a living themselves.
And Bella, unfortunately, I think there is an operation up for Ginge. So this is something you're going to have to consider when you go into this process, that it's going to be a costly one, my sweet. Yeah.
See, Big Byron would definitely buy a Frightfully Good G-string. Only if you model it for us.
There wouldn't be much of it, but, you know.
Just no need for a bra, just need the chest mount. Vet pay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So that might help you with the vet bills. I know they're atrocious, my darling, but I know that, you know.
OpenPay's gone bankrupt.
Yes, it
Hi,
has.
Pauline.
It has. I'm still supposed to be paying. So they sent me an email, said, keep paying, but they have gone bankrupt.
Thank
They've
God
gone
you
into
got in before.
Yeah, they've gone into liquidation.
Oh my God, Beck! I lost my dog to a tick. The emergency vet is terrible. They wanted to charge us $6,500 to maybe save him. We just couldn't afford it. Oh my darling, that is just horrific.
It's terrible, Beck. It's just so bad, and there is so much guilt associated with this. I totally get it, my darling. I totally get it. Please get another.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Mac.
I guess get maybe another vet to have a look and just make sure you're doing the right thing. One of the vets that we went to see said that our dog would have to go to Sydney to have an operation, and kind of it was all doom and gloom. And we went to our local vet, and our local vet said, no, I can actually do it. Don't know how it'll turn out because I've only done one other operation like it, but I'll do it and I'll see how we go. And she did it. Our local vet did it, and it turned out fabulous.
He's like a new dog.
He's like a new little puppy dog, prancing around,
showing off his scar.
Yeah, and doing big poos in the backyard.
Got
fabulous.
rid of his balls.
Yeah, got no balls left, but yeah, it's given him a couple of more years, and I really wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah.
Anna Renata, True Hauntings has got me through a week in bed with back pain, best distraction and entertainment. Thank you, Beck. Could I please have a general card?
Okay.
Now, be aware, everyone, we do have a Patreon account if you would like to support us. We really suggest you go for the $10 a month, which is the Grand Poobahs, where we meet with them twice a month and we do readings for them and we give them all the juicy behind-the-scenes stuff of what's going on and our inner thoughts and woes and everything else like that. And it's these people that allow us to do the work that we do.
Have you got a Patreon link?
I'm sure Em is on it right now at this moment. I can see her down the bottom on the camera that we have. Look, here she is here. She's frantically... I think we just got a cleavage shot.
We did. Oh, she's trying to make us beautiful
prepared.
Now.
All right, she'll put up a link for the Patreons. And don't forget, at the end of this show, we do have a very important announcement to make in regards to the tarot shows.
Now, Beck, gorgeous Beck, things are going to get better for you. And actually this time down with your back pain, I know it's been horrible to be down, but actually I think it's been a good thing that you've just had some time out. Although unfortunately you've been in pain with it, but there is a huge improvement coming your way very, very quickly from this point on.
Yeah, John, see you tomorrow night. Well, I've been so busting to get back and do some investigating to the point that I was an absolute cow yesterday. Don't you nod your head, Emmy? Yeah, good girl. John, bring some cold water. It's going to be stinking hot. We're going to try and organise some fans. Yeah. Hi, MJ. How are you?
Oh, Missy Mayhem. Oh, I know these costs for these beautiful puppy dogs. These guys actually did a GoFundMe for my puppy that I had before this one. It ended up costing us something like $20,000 or more to try and save him. And in the end, he unfortunately died. But yeah, that was the beginning of our downfall because that was all the money we had plus
India Mara.
all the money that we didn't have. So yeah, it's a really, really horrible decision. Yeah, he's like a new dog because his bum has been reborn.
Very reborn.
Absolutely.
There's nothing like being
Absolutely.
backed up. I had that issue on the cruise. I was backed up and I'm going, Roman, I'm too uncomfortable for sex. Just don't. So would have been a tight fit, though.
Stop it! Stop! Just stop! Stop! Just stop!
She loves me.
Oh,
all
God.
right. Sandy, yes.
So we've got 14 angry faces.
No.
Oh, my God.
No, we've got 64 people that just heard that comment. Can you please take a moment before I draw Sandy Bauer a card? And like wherever it is that you are watching this from, please give it a heart. After what I just shared with you all so publicly, we deserve a heart. And do you know, I bet most of you who are watching on YouTube haven't even subscribed to our channel. What is wrong with you people? We're the Ghost Grannies. Right, Sandy, how are you, lovely? Let me draw you a card. What your angels, your guides, your soulmates, your twin flames need to tell you at this moment in time?
Nothing.
Oh,
I'm telling you
look,
nothing.
How's this for enough of this love and light shit? Let's get real about life. Get your feet firmly planted on the ground. Stop with the airy fairy shit of, oh, they'll give me a sign of what I should do now. No, you make the freaking decision and you stick by it and be fucking proud of it too, Sandy.
You know what?
Bless you.
I want to throw something in right here,
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
It's relatively a very new thing that we actually ask the gods to do anything for us. It really is.
I thought people
Because
prayed to Jesus all the time.
Oh, that's the last 2,000 years, right? But in those pagan days,
I'm hot now.
like for example, in my culture, you never asked the gods to do anything for you because they thought of you like shit, really. They did their own thing up wherever they were. The gods were something to never to aspire to. You would never call yourself a goddess. Never in a million years. You would be struck down by thunder and lightning, right? So you were always less than. From the point of view of they put you here on earth to sort your own shit out, right? That's your problem. You look after it, you do it. We're the gods. We're doing this. We're making the world turn. We're bringing in nature. You know, we've got all of that sort of shit to do. You look after yourselves. And most cultures have that built in. This whole asking the gods to do shit for you, that's kind of new. Really? Kind of new. Oh, shut up.
Then say Yamara's got it. Your God's 2,000 year old. Mine's Biami and he's over 100,000 years old.
There you go, mate. High five. High five.
The 2,000 year old gods are not our gods.
No. No.
I am responsible for myself. I'm not going to blame anyone else. And sometimes, yeah. Lislot, how are you? We were doing some more planning of our trip. Beck Nesbitt keeps asking, sorry, do I go back to my trade? Will it be the right decision?
It will for now, Beck. It will for now. So, yes, please. If it is an easy thing for you to step back into your trade, my suggestion is follow the easy way. Stop balking against it. Just do it. Do what you need to do right now. Approach it with a different attitude. You will not be there forever. You will be there for a short period of time in the whole scheme of things. When the times change, you will choose something else. But go back into your trade right now, girlfriend.
Hi, Danny. How are you? All right. I'm not sure if we've got any more questions. I'm sort of I got lost.
We're just having a good time talking.
I think I need to choose a oracle card for the world. A message for the world.
Oh, God.
From the gods. from the angels, from the pixies and the F-bombs. Let's give a message to the world because I am so full of love and light. I'm Joe Generous. Oh, well, look, there you go. The whole world needs to know this. If you've been waiting for a fucking sign from the universe, then here it fucking is. Yes, do it. Step out of your comfort zone. Try something new. Try to better yourself. Stop sitting on your asses doing nothing and expecting the world to get better for you. Go out there and make $1 million trillion each and every one of you. And remember, it was me that advised you to do that if you do well. And please become a Grand Poobah Patreon. Thank you.
And there we go. MJ Teresa says, will I get more hours at work soon or should I get something else? Get something else. Just go and get something else. We're all waiting.
They're not appreciating you.
No, we're all waiting for the world to turn up and go, God, I love you. Geez, you're fantastic. I'm going to give you all of this stuff. And guess what? Nothing happens. So if nothing's happening, walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away.
Oh, hi, Alex Yates. New lady. You're new. Sorry. New. Welcome. Subscribe. I can't talk. Hi, ladies. New. Just subscribe. Sandy Bauer told me about you ladies. Love watching your lives. There you go. Could I please be able to have a naughty card? Oh, are you sure you're new and you want a naughty card? Oh, sorry. Hang on. I've lost one. No, I haven't. It was actually just with sticky notes. Right, Alex. Welcome to the show. My name's Anne. I'm here to give you a message this evening from your guardian angels and your demons. Right, here we are. All right, Alex, this is for you. Naughty card. Mm-hmm. Oh, girlfriend, boyfriend, they, them, whoever you are. Throw your head back, spit into the wind and show them what you've got. It's time to stop hiding your light under a sacred bushel. Get out there and show them that you've got so much more to offer. You've got so much more to give. You're being too shy, friend. Get out there and show the world what you've got. Just make sure when you spit into the wind that it's the right way so it doesn't go back in your face. It could be awkward. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed that. Will the workmen finish soon? I wish the bloody workmen would finish next door. How they going, Steve? Are they still working with the 2 weeks I was away?
They were.
Oh,
They were. Oh, that's a long one.
Oh, I think that's in regards to the animal.
No. Sending you hugs.
We just put them in the best mood. Happy to be a Patreon. Thank you. We really appreciate that. And we do have a big message at the end of this show.
She is a Patreon.
Which is in about 7 minutes.
She is God's gift to the earth.
Oh, Becca Lee, thank you. Oh. Hey, Zach, how are you going? Zach Velicott. I have been struggling at home life and am I doing the right thing? Let's see what we can do for you, Zach. We'll let Renata handle that one. Best I don't give you a naughty card on a difficult question like that.
Okay. All right. So, Zach, not all of this is your fault, my sweet, because it takes everyone at
sticking
home,
their fingers in that pie.
Everyone at home to agree on improvement and how things should be. If one person is just making the effort and the other person isn't, or the other people are not, then you're always going to find it very, very difficult. If you feel that you have done everything that you can and it's still not improving, then that's really very much your sign to say, I'm kind of done here. I can't do any more. I honestly don't know what their problem is other than they just may find that their lives are so shit that they want to take it out on you. Yeah. But you may find that you're kind of just about at the end of your tether here, my sweet, and there's not much more you can do to make things improve.
Oh, geez, that's a little bit. Oh, I need strong hands to open that one. Oh, anyway, That's not a dildo. That is a clip for the GoPro, just in case anyone had dirty minds. Getting serious about the filming here. Woo!
And Karen O'Brien, will your stepmom and you ever be on the same level and civil to each other? No, probably not. No.
Didn't even need a card for that one.
Be in a bonnet. No. She's stubborn. She's stubborn and she's not going to. No.
Looked up and seen Anne had a pole and I had to look twice. You should see Sandy when I've got hold of my husband who's a pole. Polish, it is. I stirred the pot and licked the spoon. It tastes sweet. Yeah, right.
All right, we need to do this.
And we need to make our announcement too.
Yes.
We're doing the cards first or the announcement?
Oh, the cards first. They stick around, you see.
All right. So
choose 1, 2, or 3. So have a question in your head and choose 1, 2, or 3.
Commit to it in the comments, everyone. We're getting ready for our fans only page. Or only fans page. I always get back to front. What is it? Only fans? Fans only?
I think it's only
fans. You wait till I get my mouth camera thing. Have you seen them? What they do? There's these things that they stick. It's like you stick it in your mouth and it's got the mount on the end so that you can do things with your hands and film what you're doing. So like if you're making a cup of coffee and you can move your mouth around, instead of having it on a tripod, you put it in your mouth. Obviously, only I use it.
How would you know what you're filming?
Because the camera's pointing at what you're filming. Because you've like.
Oh, right. So you've got the tripod in your mouth.
Yeah, like that. And the camera's sitting there like that. So you're be pointing it to what you're looking at. It's more of a better point of view than it is.
Sounds like a fans only thing.
All right, 1, 2, or 3. Go, Renata.
Okay, if you chose card number 1, you're going to have to stick to the facts. You're going to have to stick to the boundaries and the rules with this particular question. So it's not about doing your own thing or choosing your own thing. You are going to have to stick to the rules. There's no other way about it.
It doesn't actually hurt your jaw, Beck, because it's like a mouth guard and you actually warm it up and then you bite down on it so it molds to the shape of your own mouth. Mine said, what was yours? What was your card again?
The Hierophant. Sticking to the rules.
That's it. Okay, well, I've got a nice card for anyone who picked number 1. A little fairy told me that your dreams are about to come true. So you've got some good shit coming your way.
But you're going to have to follow the rules. Number 2. Okay, if you chose card number 2, oh, look, just be aware that all hell's going to break loose. So, yeah, it's probably not your fault. You can't organize yourself for it. It's just going to happen. So it's kind of whatever you're thinking about, whatever your question is, there is no determined yes or no. This is just kind of just floating in the air. We've got to wait to see what happens.
And my card says, stop telling yourself the same old story. If things aren't working out the way you want them to, then you need to do something about it. You can't just sit there going, oh, well, maybe it'll be better next week. Things will improve next week. But you don't do anything to improve it. You're the one that's got to do it, okay? So stop telling yourself the same old story that it's going to work. You got to do the work.
Yeah, in a lot of readings, some people kind of forget that you can't control everything. The only thing that you can control is your reactions and your actions to certain circumstances. And you can't control what's going on in the universe, just like you can't control the weather. And you've got to give that away, and that sort of thinking of, if I just think positively, then everything will be okay.
You've got to act positively
because
as well.
You can't always prejudge and predetermine what's going to happen around you. You can't. Now, number 3, if you chose card number 3.
And then the announcement.
This is really about your mindset, and to get through the next few weeks and to get through what it is that you need to be doing right now, you have to actually approach this with a different mindset. You have to really work on your big why. Why is this important to you? Yeah, and that is going to be what determines your success here.
Come and get a photo with us, Raylene. All right, so this is the card that we actually received a message, and this seriously was channeled to us on a seance table, and it said, hurt is wasted energy. To realize your part, to heal, you need to realize your part in this issue. There's no point in sitting there being hurt and going, oh, I can't do anything because you hurt me. None of us are completely guilt-free. Something has happened and you need to realize that there was some hurt there. You may have caused hurt as well, but there's no point hanging on to it. You've got to let it go so that you can start to heal. And that doesn't mean you always have to forgive them, but you've got to let it go. You can't hang on to that bitterness and anger, or it just turns you into a very sad, sour person.
It will rule your life.
It will. Okay, now, hang on, what's that? That's terrible. I have heard of that before from reception. Maybe they need retrain. It was grief. Yeah. Sandy, hell yeah. Also, to all those people who wanted to come to New Orleans with us, it is sold out. Can't believe it. So thank you for the support there. Now, we have had to come to a little bit of a come to Jesus moment, hasn't it been, Renata?
Oh, yes.
We need to restructure because we're just, yeah, it's hard. What are we doing?
Well, what we're going to be doing is just changing Thursday nights and just giving ourselves a bit of a break because we really need to. And probably from March, or exactly from March, we are going to be doing one Tarot Thursday and one
Q&A Thursday.
Paranormal Q&A Thursday. So we're going to give ourselves 2 Thursdays off to do the things that we need to do when it comes to creating content, because that is really takes so much time. And we're going to sort of pare down the Tarot Thursdays. Now, if you want more tarot, you're going to have to join Patreon. That's just the thing, because we'll be doing a bit more of that on the Patreon page for our Patreons. But this Tarot Thursday needs to change. We need to kind of bring more people into this circle and kind of just ramp up the amount of people that are watching. And it's got absolutely nothing to do with these beautiful souls that are here right now. You guys are just amazing and have been so supportive. We're not leaving you, absolutely. I think we'll work out what Thursday is Tarot Thursday, whether it's the first Thursday of the month or the last Thursday of the month. We'll work on that and we'll let you know. And then the other Thursday that we're going to be doing will be a paranormal Q&A.
Because what our main goal and who we are on the internet is we are ghost hunters. We're the granny ghost hunters. We're paranormal investigators. Our research every day is into stories about the paranormal and theories of paranormal, and it's not so much the tarot, is it?
No,
we still love the community that you guys have got, but we want to show our expertise in other areas as well.
Yeah, and look, we did decide to do tarot because we wanted to give back to the community. That's 100%. But it was also about raising my profile as a tarot card reader and getting the benefit of that coming through. But I'm just not seeing it. It's not happening. So, and it has been happening for a long time. So we have struggled with this for probably about 12 months to come to this point and make some changes. We have struggled a long time because we don't want any of the community to suffer and to miss out.
But
Totally.
we've also got to be
But
looking after ourselves as
we've
well.
also got to be looking after
Got to work
ourselves.
smarter, not
Yeah.
harder. There are only so many hours in the week. And I mean, it takes you half an hour to drive in here and half an hour to drive home as well. And it all takes time. So I hope that you all understand our decision to do this. We love you all, and that's why we wanted to not get rid of it completely and at least have one tarot show a month. But we also wanted to bring back what we used to do, which was the Paranormal Party podcast, where we showed our expertise and knowledge in the paranormal field as well. So if you've got ghostly questions, you can ask them there, and we'll give you our 2 cents on that. And I can guarantee it will be just as funny.
Oh, it'll be worse.
So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for those people who sent us stars. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you for subscribing to our pages. Thank you for sending hearts. Thank you for sending comments in. Every of those little things help us grow. And we want to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube this year, and we're at 5,500. So we need help to get there, and you guys are the ones who are going to help us get there. Thank you for our grand poobahs, our Patreon supporters for doing what you do, and we will be back next week.
Yes.
So I love you all. See you on the dark side. Stay spooky and be frightfully good.
And don't forget, True Hauntings comes out tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Bye.